Imagine a world without books, where knowledge belonged only to the elite, locked away in monasteries and palaces. A time when a single Bible could take months, sometimes years, to copy by hand. This was Europe in the 1400s, until one man changed everything. Before the mid-15th century, books were rare treasures. Most were copied by hand by monks, an exhausting and time-consuming process. Block printing existed, especially in China and Korea, where entire pages were carved into wood, inked, and pressed onto paper. But in Europe, literacy was a privilege, reserved for the wealthy and the clergy. The average person would never own a book in their lifetime. Around 1399, in the city of Mainz, Germany, Johann Gutenberg, later known as Gutenberg, was born. Trained as a goldsmith, gem cutter, and metallurgist, he mastered the art of precision and metals. These skills would become the foundation of his revolutionary invention. By the late 1430s, Gutenberg faced financial troubles. Searching for a solution, he envisioned something bold. What if texts could be printed, not carved page by page, but letter by letter? A system that could be reused, rearranged, and scaled to produce hundreds of copies, faster and cheaper than ever before. Drawing on his knowledge of metals, Gutenberg created durable molds to cast tiny blocks, each representing a letter or symbol. These movable types were combined to form words, sentences, entire pages. He designed an oil-based ink, thicker and richer than traditional inks, perfect for paper. And for the press, he adapted a familiar device, a wine press, re-engineered to print with precision. In 1450, Gutenberg tested his invention by printing a Latin text on speech-making. It worked. For the first time in Europe, text flowed from a machine, not a scribe's hand. Soon, he embarked on his greatest project, the Gutenberg Bible. Printed in Latin, it became the first mass-produced book in European history. Each page mirrored the elegance of handwritten calligraphy, and artisans later hand-illuminated the margins with brilliant colors. Around 200 copies were produced, an extraordinary feat for its time. But success came at a price. Gutenberg's financial partner, Johann Fust, sued him for unpaid debts and seized control of the press. Though Gutenberg continued working on smaller projects, he never regained ownership of his invention. He died in Mainz around 1468, in relative obscurity. Yet Gutenberg's invention ignited a revolution. Books became affordable. Knowledge spread across Europe. The Renaissance blossomed. Martin Luther's Reformation took root because ordinary people could now read the Bible for themselves. Scientific discoveries traveled faster than ever, fueling progress that lifted humanity out of the Dark Ages and into the modern world. 5 centuries later, Gutenberg's press remains one of history's most transformative inventions. It democratized knowledge, challenged old powers, and gave birth to the world we know.